Hey everybody, VentureForth here! Alright guys, so we are back in another episode of Grounded. So you may remember last episode, things went intense. And it made me realize that before we can really do anything else, we're gonna have to figure out a better way of fighting and defending ourselves. One thing we've been doing is using that larva blade, which is a low damage, high speed weapon. And then looking here at our armor that we equipped last time, the acorn armor, as cool as it is, being a heavy armor, it greatly increases the stamina required to swing weapons. So I believe by putting a light weapon and heavy armor together, we're not really getting the best out of our weapon or the best out of our armor. So I feel like our best options are to either switch our armor to something lighter with more stamina to allow us to use the larva blade quicker and more effectively, or switch our weapon over to something slower and heavier to really get the most out of our acorn set. So that being said, it reminded me that we recently got the ability to make this grub armor, and with that, it is only a medium armor, so a little less defense, but probably less of a debuff in terms of like swing speed and stuff, and it actually gives us more max stamina. So I think for right now, if we want to keep using the larva blade, this is the armor to go for. And taking a look through it, it looks like all of it's pretty easy to make, so I'm actually going to go ahead and just collect the couple things we need and make this real quick, and hopefully be a little bit better in battle. I need another piece of mite fuzz for what I'm making, meaning unfortunately I have no choice but to head over here where they spawn, and also where that orb weaver likes to hang out. So, there's no way yeah, we're okay. After everything I've had to put up with, these guys scare me less than they used to. Yep, but I still don't like them. Oh, my stamina's out already. Yep, this is why we need the new armor, because this is not great. It looks like poison damage just affects them occasionally. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so it was a little bit terrifying there for a second, but I got what we needed, and I have now crafted the full grub set. So, let's go ahead and see how this works for us. And there we go, the brand new armor on, looking pretty good. Plus, if you look down here, so because it's medium armor, it does moderately increase the stamina required, but not as bad as the heavy armor. And because of its perk, we actually gain more max stamina. So I think overall it's going to be a lot better than what we were using. So taking a look at my stamina down there as I swing. Oh yeah, look at that. Not only do I swing fast, but I can swing way more times before I run out. It's a lot better. So something else I want to check out too, while I was putting away my armor, I remembered that we wanted to make this garden patch, which is why I held on to all this spoiled meat. So I'm going to go collect some weed stems and a little bit of extra stuff we need, and let's go ahead and make this garden patch as well. Oh man, it destroyed that tent. Alright, it took a little bit to get everything, but we finally have a garden patch. Now I don't know what kind of stuff you can grow. So at least right now we only have a few things we're able to grow. I'm actually going to go ahead and grow mushrooms, because that gives us a food source. Okay, I meant to do mushrooms, but it seems like I accidentally somehow did plant fiber. But it's growing plant fibers right now, so I guess we'll just check on this later and see how that turned out. I suspect I'm gonna regret this, but I feel like we need to start finding some like new materials and things in order to keep advancing. And I don't know if you guys remember, like back in the first episode when we fought those mites, we went into that horrible little cave, and at the very end there was something that I think you needed a hammer to break. I think just a level 1 hammer. Okay, my plan is to go back into that cave and see what's beyond that rubble. Crap. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that orb weaver that was over there, because he's kind of near where I want to go. But yeah, I want to go check out what's down in that cave, and I think I mentioned back in the first episode, I have played this game a little bit a long time ago, and at this point in the game, pretty much everything that's happened, is all new to me. Like, we've made it past where I'd originally played. Except for one little thing. I think I've gone into that cave before, and if I remember correctly, there was a spider, like a giant spider down in that cave. So, that's why I've been terrified to go down there. However, I don't know that that spider still is a thing, since the game's been updated since then. Going down to that little cave, although it may give us some good stuff, it may also put us in a spider fight. I just don't know. But I kind of feel like if we're going to want to progress and get anything better, we're going to have to take some risks. So, going down to that cave, I think, is a risk we're going to have to take. Oh, is there more than one orb weaver in this just small area? There is! There's an orb weaver there, and there's 2 in the same spot?! I cannot take on 2 orb weavers. I don't even think I could take on 1. Why is everything in this game so hard? Also, I just noticed, so that marker right there is where there's basically 2 orb weavers. That right there is my house. I've been trying to find which one has the cave, like which of those little machines has the cave. Okay, found it. It is the last one that I checked. But this is the one that has the horrifying cave that I'm not a fan of. Okay, so we finally found it, and actually, I just saw this thing is called quartzite, which if you look here, the smithing station lets you upgrade weapons. The last thing that I just didn't know where to get is quartzite shards. So, even though I'm terrified, this should actually allow us to upgrade our weapons, which will be super nice. Perfect. We needed this so bad. Let's see what's hiding in here. Okay, please tell me you're both staying under... You're all staying underground. Okay, 500 raw science, not bad. And what is this? Might Rider Scab Scheme? I don't know what any of that is. And also, yeah, it looks like either things have changed from when I last played, or I was misremembering something, because this area seems to be completely spider-free, so we got off lucky. And you know, I can't help but wonder if these things are just the usual, like, grubs and larvae you can find, or since we're already underground, if there's going to be new stuff you can find down here. So... Oh! No, I didn't realize I was going to make multiple larvae! Oh, crap! Yeah, we're not doing that. No thanks. I'm not doing that. So, not only do we have quartzite, which I know we need for the smithing station, which I don't know exactly what it means by upgrading your tools, but I'm excited to see. But also, we'll now have the ability to research that quartzite and maybe get all sorts of interesting new stuff out of it. Okay, so only one thing from analyzing, but it's a repair tool, which could be useful. Okay, so it sounds like it's used for repairing our base, which is gonna be nice. Ah, we need red ant parts, though? You all know what my stance is on killing red ants. I'm not doing it unless I have no other choice. And as of right now, I still have a choice. But now with those quartzite shards, I can just go and grab a couple little things, and then we're going to be able to make the smithing station and see what that does. Can I help you? Oh, okay. Alrighty then. So I'm cooking my weevil meat here, and something I actually realized, again, from looking through previous footage, is that my roasts weren't burning. The ants were coming along and eating them off the spit, and I was just, like, each time startled by them, and so I didn't realize what they were doing. And with that, we now have our smithing station. Alright, so let's see what this thing can do. Select an available item. We'll choose my larva blade. Okay, and I can use quartzite shards, which we just got, to increase its damage and durability? Oh, yeah. Okay, so it's level 1 now. Nice. What about all this stuff? What does this need? Okay, so it seems like our armor takes grub leather in order to use, and our blade just takes shards. So I'm going to go ahead and use up whatever shards we have right now on our blade. There we go. Extra 10% to damage and durability. That is helpful. So I think now what I want to do is actually go ahead and fight some grubs, and unfortunately probably some larvae, because they like attacking me a lot, so that we can get those grub leather plates and upgrade our armor, because that will be nice. I didn't even realize we could have been doing upgrades. So I'm heading towards this because even though I remember that there is a wolf spider that lives around here, which is terrifying, we got so lucky with grubs when we were over here before. I don't see a spider. I'm stuck. Okay. I was looking, I didn't look as close to me as I needed to. Oh gosh. He was just taunting me at that point. Literally, I'm just like, oh, I don't see a spider as he's walking up to me. Okay guys, I know this is risky, but I was just looking at the wolf spiders. They're weak to slashing. You know what? Let's upgrade our armor first. And honestly, we might be able to take this on. It's only a tier 2. And it's weak to slashing, which is what our main weapon is. Okay, this is probably going to be a larva or grubs, but either way, it should be helpful. Grub, perfect. Okay, this is the 3rd grub in a row, so this is definitely the right call, even though it's very risky to be this close to a spider den, which I'm pretty sure the spider lives in that cave. I'm guessing that's why he's always around here. And there's the spiderlings. I'm going to try and ignore them. Never mind, we're fighting them. Can I poison a spider, is my question. Alright, so I hit him. He has that much health. It doesn't seem like he's getting affected by poison yet. Seems to me like spiders might be immune to poison, because the mites have taken poison damage at this point. So either spiders are just completely immune to poison, which is what I suspect, or it could be that the poison isn't guaranteed to activate when I hit an enemy, and I've just gotten unlucky. Wait, there's another one! Wait, I thought I was done with this! Okay, you know what? You guys need to stop coming out here. This is becoming annoying. Alright, back to getting grubs. I've literally filled up the rest of my inventory slots with grub-related things, so we're gonna go back, store this stuff, and hopefully get some armor upgrades. Okay, so I was just looking, and I thought to make my armor I used grub leather, but it turns out- wait. No! Wait, that's my food! Stop that, see? I told you. They come and eat my food. Don't do that. I need that. So what I was saying before I got distracted is I thought we already used grub leather to make these armor pieces, but it turns out I used grub hides, which are needed to make grub leather. But to actually make the grub leather that we need for armor upgrades, we need grub leather scraps, and grub leather scraps require a grinder, which we don't have yet. Guys, we're at a conundrum here. We're at a bit of a problem. So first of all, I need flower petals, which I haven't seen flower petals yet, but I'm sure we can just explore and find that. The main problem is this: red ant parts. It sounds like if I don't get these red ant parts, we can't make a grinder, and without a grinder, we're gonna be locked behind probably being able to do a lot of stuff, like armor upgrades, and I suspect a lot of other things are gonna need the grinder. So as much as it pains me to say this, today is the day I'm gonna have to go fight some red ants. But I will say I'm not happy about having to do it. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna have to make an exception. I still am not gonna make a habit out of this, my little ant friends, but we really need those red ant parts, or we're just not going to be able to progress, so sorry. Anybody who's an ant lover might want to look away for this part. Okay. Okay, they're actually really not hard at all. I've almost won already. No, wait, hold on. Is he running? No, you can't run. I'm not going to waste all this. I'm sorry. We had to do it. And I just went ahead and analyzed it. It looks like all it gives us is the ability to make a chair and a red ant club, but I'm not going to worry about making a weapon out of it. That's just cruel. For everybody wondering, Abel is still in his same rock. He's just hanging out in here. I'm actually kind of surprised the game hasn't, like, despawned him or anything. He's still inside this rock as far as I can tell. I'm not happy about what I had to do, but we have the 5 red ant parts. Now we just need to figure out where you can get flowers from. The data entry isn't super helpful. It just says it's from one of the yard's flowers. And also it smells like grandma. Okay, took a bit, but we made it to the top of this. And I am seeing a few flowers like that one. I don't see any like specific flower fields as far as I can tell. So my guess is we just need to go to something like that. And it has the same color petal as far as I can tell. Okay, also apparently, my hang glider ran out. That was almost really bad. Oh, okay, this is actually good too. This is apparently how you get thistle needles, which I don't know everything we need thistle needles for. However, with that, we're going to be able to make arrows, and making a bow is pretty easy too, so we might be able to have bow and arrows as well. Alright, that has netted us 70 thistle needles, so that should be more than enough for whatever we'll need them for a while. It doesn't seem like I can chop this, so either we need to get flowers from somewhere else, and I'm wrong, or I need to equip a hang glider so that I can safely try and explore the very top of that. Oh, hey! So it looks like our garden finished, and apparently I planted sprigs, so I was wrong all the way around. But yeah, look at that. We can just literally claim all of these here. This one I have to chop. That's odd. Oh, it produced like 3 or 4. That's pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna properly plant a mushroom this time. And we'll see what that does. It might just be a bunch of little mushrooms, and it might be able to do a big mushroom. I don't know. Alright, back at one of these, like, flowery things to see if we can get a petal from it, because I'm not sure where else I would get it from. I haven't seen any other kind of flowers. Okay, I'm still gonna check this, but as I was climbing up this, I was looking around, and I do see some actual, like, flowers, like that yellow one there. And specifically, out that way, there is like some blue and yellow and pink flowers and stuff. Those might be what we actually need. I'm not sure. Okay, this is as close as I've ever gotten, and there is still no kind of like indication of anything. Like I can hit it, but I'm not actually, like, chopping it or being able to grab anything or whatever. So, that seems to say to me that this is just for thistles, and we're gonna have to go somewhere else to get actual flower petals. So I placed a waypoint kind of out in that general direction where I see, like, some roses and stuff, in case that's where we need to go. It's, like, out this way-ish on the map from what I can tell. But before I do something that drastic and make a huge strip like that, it's not the same color as in the databank, but that is more of a flower than a dandelion, so I'm gonna see if that drops petals. Okay, so this does still count as a dandelion, even though it's not all white and fluffy like that, it's yellow. So I'll chop it and see what happens, but I don't think this is what we need. No petals. It does look like our only option right now, if we want to get this done, is I'm going to run home, put away a lot of my stuff that I don't need right now, so I have inventory space. And then it looks like we're going on another adventure. Last time we went on an adventure like this was the hedge lab. And that was a bit terrifying. But, you know, when you go out far like that, you tend to find new rare stuff you're not going to find near your house. But before we head out, we are able to make the bow and arrow. So let's do that real quick. And there it is, the bow and arrow. I was able to make 50 arrows for this thing. So that should hopefully last us a little while. And you can actually reclaim your arrows, so that's nice. Ooh, do I want to upgrade our bow a little bit? I'll give it one upgrade. There we go, and I'm going to save the rest of my quartzite for something else. Now we have cleared out our inventory. I made that bow and arrow, and I think we're just going to have to go explore. I'm a little bit afraid, because last time we went exploring, it was terrifying, constantly. But generally, in a game like this, you need to go far away from your home and into the dangerous areas in order to find all the good stuff. So I was just getting ready for my long trek, and then I saw these next to the water. These little clovers, but they have flower things on top of them, and I'm able to chop these. So maybe? Nope. It looks like it was unfortunately just for decoration. So, on with our trek again. Wait, how am I standing here? Wait, hold on, how am I... If I move, am I gonna fall? Alrighty then. Everything's fine. Oh, you know, while we're here, I'm kind of running through the oak lab. Should we collect these acorn tops? Yeah, the acorns are good for a lot of stuff. Oh, wow, those sap clumps drop a lot of sap. That's handy. Okay, so, it actually was not as far as I thought. It's only been a few minutes, but I was just checking out the oak lab, and we've made it to this area that I haven't been to, but it has these roses, which aren't the same color as the flower petal in that data thing we looked at earlier, but I'm hoping it either counts anyways, or the flowers that we need are over here. Like, maybe that, potentially? I'm not a fan of how open this is. This is a little bit scary. Now, so far, I haven't really seen anything very dangerous in the water, except for those water fleas that we fought last episode, but they didn't really do much. The problem is, I don't know how to fight underwater. I couldn't figure out how to attack or anything, so if there's anything more dangerous than water fleas, I don't know how to deal with them. Any chance your flower petals, maybe? Nope. Oh, algae is a thing! Water boatman? Okay, so water boatman is apparently harmless, meaning it can't attack us, and it drops water boatman fin. So this is a new insect and a new drop, so... Okay, apparently there are spiders that swim underwater. That's not something I needed to know. Sorry, water boatman. Alright, we got the water boatman fin. Now that I know there's spiders under here, though... Don't really want to stay under too long. And lily pad wax? There is all sorts of things I'm discovering I didn't know were, like, things you could find. I didn't know there was stuff we could be finding in the water. There's some kind of science or something up there, so there must be a way. Oh, there we go. That's a way up. Alright. So far... That's a spider web. That's a spider web. Hold on, hold on. I was gonna say so far no problems, and we're safe now. That is multiple spider webs. I don't think a big spider can swim. There's little spiders in there, but I don't think a big spider can swim. I'm gonna guess. Everything okay? We're fine. Let's go ahead and analyze these things real quick and see what we've unlocked. Decoy bait and green machine. Fluid flippers and fin flops. Eblet Dagger and Slime Lantern. So, a new weapon. And that is actually a new Brain Power level up, which is all stuff we already had except for a gill tube, which looks like maybe a breathing thing for underwater. Okay, so the Pebblet Dagger is pretty handy because we can use it underwater. So I'm actually going to make one of these. Yeah, and that's what I thought. So a gill tube allows us to breathe underwater for longer. So that'll be nice if we end up wanting to explore down low. Yes, I switched our weapon to the dagger, which we can apparently use underwater if I'm understanding correctly. So, yeah, I grabbed that raw science, and I'm a little bit scared of what might be down there, but I saw those tadpoles hanging out near like some kind of like hole. So let's see what that is. I mean, it turned. I think it's just a water thing. I don't think it's meant to be important. So this has all been really interesting to see, but we need to get back on track of finding a flower. So we'll come back to this later at some point and keep exploring this area. But for now, let's get back to finding where flower petals can be obtained. I mean, I see these giant roses. Oh, this is it! They drop! Okay, so yeah, for some reason the color changes to blue when you pick it up. That doesn't make any sense to me. But whatever, the important thing is we found flower petals. Oh! Okay, I knew this would happen eventually. That's okay, that's okay. Just keep running. Grab what we need, and we can go. Alright, you're not gonna leave me alone, are we? Fine, we're gonna do this. It looks like if you, like, deflect at the right time, it, like, stuns them and doesn't use as much stamina. That's also risky. Alright, I was not really hoping to fight two of them. Let me go and use a bandage. Good thing I made multiple bandages before we left. Nope. Time to go. If it was one, I could take on one, but I can't take on two at the same time. Not right now. Will they chase me up this? Oh, wait! Alright, just you and me now. Let's try this. Oh, he attacks twice sometimes. How long are you going to chase me for? This is getting ridiculous. Wait, you know what I have? A bow and arrow. Is this going to work? Dude, I totally forgot we had a bow and arrow. I can't believe this is working. That worked. That worked well. I still don't like being out here at night. Because if I get attacked again by something, it's going to be tricky. I remember you. You're neutral if I remember right, though. Are you neutral? You know what? I can take you on now, can't I? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, yeah. Come on. I don't have any energy. Okay, he knocked me down, but that's fine. Come on back in. Come on back in. Oh, the poison got him! I'm pushing it too far. We got some great stuff. We need to run home, because I could be attacked by, like, an Orb Weaver regular, not a junior. And that would be terrible, and okay. This was a very fruitful outing, though, and the bow and arrow was such a lifesaver there. Hey, what's up again? You know, you really should stop doing this. This is... You're not... Why is there two of you? You guys... You're not invited in here. Let's start analyzing all this stuff that we found. Spider chunk, which was very hard to earn. There's a spider armor set. Oh, that's horrifying, but we might want to go for that at some point. Nothing super exciting from the Firefly, except Firefly headlamp is something to consider. It probably means we can't wear an armor piece on our head while we have that on, but it might leave both of our hands free to fight or whatever, so that could be useful. Alright, it took an insane amount of work, but finally, the grinder is done. We can now finally make all sorts of new, interesting stuff, but most importantly, the grub leather scraps that we need to upgrade our armor. So, it looks like it's gonna take a little while for this to finish, so we'll let this run in the background for a bit. I was just looking through the science shop, and we do actually have enough for this meat shield mutation, which increases our max health. So let's go ahead and buy that. That might be really handy. Alright, now we head to our mutations, meat shields. So it's gonna raise our max health. And there we go. Now, I don't see anything that actually lists numbers or whatever on how much health you start with. So I don't really know how much it raised it by, but supposedly we have more max health. And in the future, as of right now at least, it says we can only have 2 mutations act. So if we find another mutation after this, we're gonna have to start choosing things. So it looks like the spider armor is a medium armor, but has even more defense than a heavy armor, because this acorn is a heavy with only like 1.5. The spider is a medium with over 3. It's also a tier 2 armor, which is really good. And its ability seems to be that my stamina regen delay, like how long it takes before your stamina starts going back up, will get lowered. I will have it on the list of things I want to get done at some point. Perfect! And that is grub leather plates made. We can start doing some upgrades. So I'm going to start by giving each piece a tier 1 upgrade if I can. Okay, so it looks like before I can keep going, I need to go collect a lot of sap. Probably the best place that I know of to get sap, even though it's a little terrifying, is the oak area. Because they have, like, sap clusters you can get a ton of sap from. Crap! That was an orb weaver right there. I was literally opening my mouth to say that we're gonna have to be careful now that we're in this area. The spiders hang out around here everywhere, and then I almost ran right into one directly in the face. Oh good, a sap cluster. That's what I really need. So for future reference, I was just looking around for a little bit more sap before I head home, and there's this anthill right here. And by future reference, I mean right now reference, because I was gonna come back to this later, but I kind of want to know what's in here. And I mean, ants don't attack me, right? So, should be fine. This is really ominous. I don't... If you try and step by them, do they attack you? I mean, that wasn't a problem for him. They're neutral, right? They're neutral, but I'm in their zone. This might kill me. I'm gonna just, Okay! Alright! Okay! Also, my torch is about to give out. Yep, hang on. I'm not gonna stumble in here without being able to see. Let's try this again. Got the slime mold torch now, because I was able to make that. For the record, I do hate this. I hate this a lot. I really hate these caves and things. That's not a normal ant. A soldier ant? Okay, hang on. Hold up. Do I need to be concerned? Okay, red soldier ants are angry. And my slime mold torch is gone already. So, we are gonna collect some quartzite here, because I do need it. But, it's very possible if he attacks me, every single one of these ants gets angry. And I can't really risk that, but I do want this quartzite, because it's so useful. I can literally upgrade my weapon with this. Alright. We're gonna call it good. We're gonna get out of here. We're out! We don't have as much sap as I would like, but let's go on and head home, because I think it'll be enough to at least get a tier 1 upgrade on all of our armor. How did you just jump sideways? How did you do that? That defies physics. Oh, that's what's been making all those huge metal noises. He landed on there. Crows and stuff are in this game. Are they just completely decorational, or do I need to be afraid? Like, very, very afraid. So I'm gonna assume he's not gonna attack me. And if he does, I don't even know how I'd fight it anyways. So we're just gonna stick to the shadows. Alright, and let's go ahead and finish this off. I managed to get 23 pieces of grub leather more. So let's see what we can get those armor pieces to. So we made it up to level 2 on all 3 of our grub armor pieces. And I was able to get our lava blade up to level 3, which I was looking at the durability, and it looks like when you upgrade a weapon and armor piece, it actually repairs them as well, because all of our durability is back. Alright guys, well we got a lot of stuff done today with all those upgrades to our armor, our weapons, all the new materials and cool things that we found today. But with that, I am going to go ahead and leave it off here. I still do want to fight one of those wolf spiders, but I've been doing this for quite a while, and I think that's going to be a good way to kick off the next episode. So as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. See ya!